A very good morning to my dear student. Hope you are doing well. So welcome to my class 9, economic application. So in the last class, we have studied about consumer awareness. Your duties towards rights and duties also we have studied about. What are your rights, consumer rights? Okay, we have studied 6 rights. Hope you have gone through all the 6 rights. So 6 rights, it says about, right to safety of your product, right to be heard, right to be informed, right to redressal, and so on. So these are points we have studied. So today we'll be studying about the responsibilities. The responsibilities of a consumer. Responsibilities of a consumer. So being a consumer, what are your responsibilities? You should know. Being a good consumer, an active consumer. So what are your responsibilities? While purchasing the product, while buying the product. So let us go through each and every point. So responsibilities of consumers. Responsibilities of a consumers. What are the responsibilities of a consumer? So responsibilities of consumers. So be quality conscious. Beware of misleading advertisement. Responsibility is to inspect a variety of goods before making selection. Responsibility is to inspect. Means you need to see the product, each and everything. Inspection, that is called. Next, collect proof of transaction. You have to collect proof of transaction. Next is your consumer must be aware of the rights. 6 rights which I told last class. Must be no, 6 says that proper use of products and services. Proper use of product and services. So how you use the product properly, as well as the services provided to you, how you will use that. Proper uses of product and services. Product / services. So product, services, and complaint for genuine grievances. And there is a complaint also. You can complain for your grievances. Whatever grievances you have, you can make a complaint for the product. So let us go through. So see here, be quality conscious. So you are spending your hard-earned money with the product which you are purchasing. Okay, the money which you are getting, it is not free of cost. Nobody is coming and giving you money. Yes, take the money. Yes, it is hard-earned money by your parents. Your parents work hard for the money. So with their hard-earned money, you don't want a fake product or low-quality product or inferior product. Yes? So you don't want that kind of product. So you should be conscious about the quality. So what kind of goods you are purchasing? Because if you are purchasing inferior goods or the quality which is not so good or fake quality goods, then it may hamper your health. It may hamper your skin. Suppose you are purchasing a slipper with very, very low quality. The product which is used, the material which is used to make that slippers or shoes, okay, it is not so hygiene. So your foot can swell, it can get wound, or so many different skin problems you can cause. So if you are purchasing a cream, fairness cream, okay, to become fair, so instead of becoming fair, okay, when you're purchasing that, you are becoming more dull. Then what is that? What is the use of purchasing that kind of thing? So before purchasing any product, you should be conscious about the quality of the product. What kind of goods you are purchasing? Okay, from where you are purchasing? Okay, what is the brand, the expiry date, and all everything you should know. You should know about the product. Okay, this is the sign of an active consumer. So you are very active. You are very good consumer. A good consumer always ask question to the retailer or the wholesaler. Okay, a dull consumer will not do that. An inactive consumer will not do that. Or passive consumer will not do that. But an active consumer will always move forward and ask about the product. What product is this? Okay, the quality, the expiry date, everything. The active consumer will ask. So that is the sign of a conscious consumer. So you need to be the same. You need to be an active consumer. Okay, how you can be active? By being conscious about the product. Okay, the product which you are purchasing. Okay, whether it is a good one or whether it is a fake one, whether it is inferior one. Okay, so you should be conscious about the product which you are purchasing, because it is the hard-earned money which you are spending upon the goods. The quality, it should be very well enough, good enough. Okay, so next point. So it is beware of misleading advertisement. Okay, beware of misleading advertisement. The advertisement which is shown in the television, do you think it is 100% truth, 100% correct? No. The advertisement which is shown in the television, it is not 100% correct. It is a misleading one. See, the deodorant which is used, the deodorant advertisement which is shown in the television. Okay, so once the deodorant is used, mostly the female characters are attracted towards the male character. It is said that even the angels falls from the sky. Do you think it will happen? Do you think? No, it won't be. Why? So angel will fall from the sky. So that is the misleading advertisement. Don't fall in the misleading advertisement. Okay, the fairness cream which is used in the television, which is shown in the television. Okay, within a moment, from dark color, fully dark, it becomes fully fair. Is it possible? Okay, people use so much money, so many expenses, to become fair and fair and all. Okay, but what is the result? After all, it is same how it was before. Okay, so beware of misleading advertisement. Okay, so responsibility is to inspect a variety of goods before making selection. So when you go to the market, when you go to the shop and all, so you need to inspect about the product. Inspect, which product is good, which good is better for you. Okay, different varieties are there. If you want a soap, there are different kind of soaps. So just search for a soap, which is better one. Just find for the ingredients and all, everything, composition and all, how the soaps is made and all. Is there any harmful effect and all? It is there or not? So you can inspect this way by taking the varieties of product. Okay, then you can inspect, and which you find better, you purchase that one. Okay, so this is what we say. Okay, responsibility is to inspect while choosing the product. Varieties of the product. Okay, next, collect proof of transactions. You need to collect the proof of transaction. The goods which you are purchasing. Okay, the goods you are purchasing, you need to collect the bill. You need to collect the invoice, so that you may have the proof. Because if by chance, if any damage is there, okay, if any fault is there with the product, then you can claim the product. Okay, you can claim and you can show the bill. Yes, I purchased from your shop. Please refund my money. Please change the product. Give me a new product or replace it. So you will have a proof. So if you are not taking any invoice, or if you are not taking any bill and receipt and all, then you can't claim, because you don't have any proof only. And the shopkeeper may deny, yes, you have not taken from here. Okay, the shopkeeper may deny. If you are taking any receipt or bill and all, okay, invoice, then you will have a sure shot proof. Okay, you will have a proof for the product. Okay, so wherever you purchase any goods, okay, from any retailer or wholesaler, wherever else, so do collect the receipt, do collect the bill. Okay, understood? Do collect the bill, so that it will keep as a proof. The particular bill will keep as a proof. Next, consumer must be aware of their rights. So you must be aware of your rights. Whatever rights, there are 6 rights. Okay, there are 6 rights. Yes, right to be safety, right to be informed, right to be heard, right to be redressal. Okay, right to seek consumer education. Okay, right to be informed. Okay, these are all 6 rights. Okay, right to choose, last one. 6 rights are there. Right to choose. These are the rights. So you should know. Already the right to choose is there. See here. Right to choose, you can combine. Okay, with this. Okay, selection of the goods. Right to choose and selection of the goods. Okay, this responsibilities towards the inspect about the product while choosing the different items. So right to choose, and point number 3, it is similar what. Okay, so if you are knowing about your rights, then you can fight for your rights. If you are knowing about your rights, what are your consumer rights, then you can fight for your rights. So you can fight for yourself. You can fight for yourself. So you should know the 6 rights of the consumer. 6 rights of the consumer. Okay, right to safety, right to be informed, right to choose, right to be heard, right to redressal, and right to consumer education. These are the 6 rights which you should know, and keep in mind always, these are the 6 rights, very very important rights. Okay, next, proper uses of product and services. So whatever product you are purchasing, in whatever quantity, let it be whatever quantity, so you should use properly. You should use properly. There should be a proper use of the product. Don't waste the product, because you have purchased the product with the hard-earned money. You have not received the product free of cost. You have not received the product free of cost. Yes? So you have not received the product free of cost. So you have spent the money on that product. So don't waste your money. Okay, whatever product you are purchasing, okay, try to utilize it up to maximum level. Try to utilize it up to the maximum level. So see here, okay, so these are the point, okay. So one more point, okay, complaint for genuine grievances. Whatever grievances you have, miss, whatever, okay, nooks you have, whatever fault you have with the product, okay, which you're not satisfied, you're dissatisfied with the product, then you can lodge a complaint against that product, against that company, against that brand. Okay, right to be heard is there, no? One rights, so you can go with that right and you can complain, okay, against the product, or against the company, or against the brand, okay, so that you will be answered by the following authorities. They will answer to your queries, okay, by this kind, and they will take quick action against the brand, or against the owner, or against the product, okay. So these are the rights. Okay, now next topic we will be moving towards food adulteration. So food adulteration. What is food adulteration? So mixing of harmful elements, okay. So mixing of harmful elements in the product is called as a food adulteration. So when harmful elements are mixed with the product, okay, when the harmful elements are mixed with the product, mostly the retailer, they opt this kind of thing, or the wholesaler or the producer, they opt this kind of methods. Why they opt this kind of method? Because to earn maximum profit, to earn the profit by cheating the consumer, okay, by cheating the consumer. You in the television also you have seen different advertisement, okay, that turmeric one, or the red chili powder. In the red chili powder, what is mixed? The powdered bricks are mixed, okay, in the red chili powder, okay. Like in black pepper means, you say in Hindi, gol mirch, black pepper. In black pepper, papaya seed is mixed, so this way it is done cheating, okay. In the rice, the stones are mixed, small stones, pebbles, it is mixed, okay. This way it is cheated. In a milk, water, boric acid, urea, these all are mixed to make the quantity more. 5 kg milk can be made into 20 kg milk by adding these all chemicals, okay. So if you are taking all these kind of thing, so what will happen? Your health. Like in vegetable, you can see vegetables, they are injected so that they can become big within very soon, very limited time, and it can be sold to the consumer. Yes, the colors are added, different colors are added with the food, okay. Unhygienic, unhealthy colors are added, okay. Why? To earn maximum profit. So these are the health issues, okay, which are related to the food adulteration, okay. Mostly, okay, the retailer, they opt this kind of method, okay, just to get the profit. They don't want, okay, they don't bother about the consumer, okay. So when you add any harmful elements with the product, and you subtract the useful element from the product, it is called as food adulteration. Addition of harmful element and subtraction of useful elements from the product, it is called as a food adulteration. Okay, so the governments and other authorities, they are also taking action against this kind of activities, and there are many measures which are governments, they have provided also, like rights of the consumer, the government made for the people, for the consumer, as well as the courts are made. The courts are made at 3 level: district level, state level, and national level. Means the court is said as 3-tiered system. This court is said as 3-tiered system. Three-tier system court: district level, national level, so district level, state level, national level, 3 levels. So you can approach to this 3 level based on the amount of the complaint. Okay, based on the amount of complaint. Okay, up to 10 lakh district court, 10 lakh to 1 crore state court, and 1 crore and above. Okay, you can go to national court, national level court. Okay, this way the code is divided. Okay, so this is what is there in this chapter, this much. So hope you understood whatever else, okay, is taught. So previous one as well as today's one. So after looking the video, okay, write your name in the comment box so that I can see how many of you have viewed the full video. Okay, thank you.